gentlemen, colleagues and friends, thank you for joining us this very early in the morning for the 11th Women's Power Breakfast organized by Audit on the margins of OSCE Human Dimension events. We started in 2010 during HDIM, and there were 10 of us, including Audit staff. We can see now that we have established this as a very powerful tradition with the representation in the room that's much bigger than just us. And we are very happy to welcome you all here. The platform that we established through Women's Power Breakfast is a special platform providing women leaders with the possibility to deliberate on issues relevant to the human dimension and to women's rights in particular. And I wanted to make a personal remark. In her 2014 book, Sheryl Sandberg, the COO of Facebook, has observed that when women enter a room where men are sitting at the table, they tend to automatically take the back row seats. And I can see here that we have responded powerfully to her call to have more women sitting at the table, and I'm very happy to see that. So welcome all of you, the women ambassadors, the women members of parliament, women activists, all the male colleagues that we have here, our OSCE friends, and all of you who have flown to Warsaw late last night but still made it here so early in the morning. This is really what Women's Power is all about. Women's Power stands for solidarity, supporting each other, learning from and teaching each other, respecting our differences and showing up when it matters. Welcome. As you know, women's political participation is a priority for Audit, and we have been working on this issue for a number of years. In line with our commitments outlined in the 2004 OSCE Gender Action Plan and the 2009 MC Decision on Women's Participation in Political and Public Life, we have developed several tools to highlight the issue of underrepresentation of women and to present ways how the male-dominated landscape of political and public life can be changed. We keep and we will continue looking for ways to advance women's political participation. This year, we published a compendium of good practices, that's this green book, available in English and Russian, in hard copy and also on USB sticks. Wherever we look at ways to advance women in politics, we come across political parties. Political parties are gatekeepers of democracy, and they are the key institution that should guard the interest and participation of women and men, all other groups and subgroups, national minorities, persons with disabilities, young people, and others. Political parties are key actors that can promote or obstruct access to politics. While women and all other underrepresented groups need political parties as main entry points to politics, political parties also need their active involvement to be considered representative and legitimate political actors that the public can trust. I think we all know how this trust is challenged in today's reality and how much it is needed. How to reform political parties from a gender perspective is the topic of today's discussion. We need to work on substantive changes by making political parties gender sensitive through their programs, rules of procedures, and visibility strategies. Concerns of both women and men, as members of political parties and as voters, need to be reflected in the work of political parties. We will today present our advisor on gender issues, Ayla Van Heel, to my right, will present our new methodology of gender audit of political parties, showing how we can use this new tool to assess, monitor, report on, and improve gender equality in politics. I will now hand over to the experts on this panel to share their experiences and recommendations on the topic. And Tina will introduce the panelists and moderate our discussion. Again, I warmly invite you to contribute your views during the breakfast and also to share your opinions afterwards. I hope also everybody had a chance to help themselves to coffee and breakfast. If not, please feel free. Welcome again, and I'll give the floor back to Tina.